Okay, now it's good, right? Got it. You got rid of the driver. You don't all need to type in. There's no sound. Okay, we already saw it. Yeah, it wasn't muted. The driver got removed again from OBS Studios. Not sure why, but so here, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. There you go. You got to watch it again. There we go. Hey, it worked this time. Yeah. So anyways, it was, let's see, it was, well, you know, but wouldn't you just think I would look at my Facebook later? So anyways, let's see, what is it? Yeah, so yesterday was Plato's birthday. And we, you know, it was midnight, so Mary Lou already sang happy birthday. And then today it's the Velvet Army's birthday. But I was thinking of, you know, we could do it on this one or get Mary Lou to get going there. Let me try it. Yeah, let's do it. But anyways, let me show you the new screen over here. See, it's like I'm going to be up in the corner. Then there's going to be these notes here. And then if we get to page 2, another one pops out like that. And then down here below is where the phone numbers, and if I choose one of your guys' comments, goes down there. And there you go. So that's what the screen looks like. No, you don't have to delete it. Just let me look at it later when I get there, Zozo. I'm just saying you don't need to tell people, you know, I don't understand why you put it in here. I always check Facebook after and before shows and everything like that. I just don't understand that part. All right, so we're doing a... you know, we maybe do happy birthday for her right now with Mary Lou. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Where the heck is it? All right, so this was going to be for... Yeah, well, but I want to check it out anyways, Zozo, after the show. That, I mean, just, you know, you send me stuff all the time, and I look at everything that you send me. I'm doing another show right now, though. All right, so it's the Velvet Army's birthday. I'm not sure what happened to my... Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where is that? Oh, the bobblehead. I got to move the bobblehead now. Hold on. There it is. I didn't have the bobblehead in the right spot. So it's the Velvet Army's birthday. Right, Mary Lou? You about ready or what?
I've been ready, greatly.
Oh, God. Just sing happy birthday for the Velvet Army, okay?
Happy birthday to the Velvet Army. Happy birthday to the Velvet Army. Happy birthday to the Velvet Army. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Wow, sounds like you were just running out of juice there, the Velvet Army. Wow. And yeah, it's Plato's birthday today. Mary Lou sang happy birthday at 12:05 last night. All right, there you go.
Thanks, everybody. I did my best. Gee.
Oh, God. What a crybaby. All right. Anyway, let me get this playing over here. Yeah, so I'm going to do some updates here. One of them is the let's see. Misty Gillis just from Identifinders just sent me a message and saying that in Michigan they approved us doing the serial killer victim. I don't know. Let's just wait till we get to it. Anyways, we got approved to do the serial killer victim in the. Let me show you guys this thing really quick. Unreal. All right, here we go. We've got this is the victim right here. The victim was found in room 18 in Monterey Hotel. She is a black woman, so it's going to be harder to identify her using genealogical services. But I guess they have somebody there that's really good at it, and so hopefully they're not as highly represented in the databases as other groups. Okay, so they're definitely going to go for it though. So the victim was found in room 18 in the Monterey Motel. She had been raped, strangled, and was nude except for socks. Benjamin Atkins, aka the Woodward Corridor Killer, was convicted of her murder between December 1991 and August 1992. Atkins raped and strangled 11 women and left them in vacant buildings in the Highland Park area. The victim is the only unidentified victim of Atkins, who died in prison in 1997 due to an HIV infection. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. Let's see. So here is the individual right here, Benjamin Atkins. Also known as the Woodward Corridor Killer, was an American serial killer and rapist who murdered, tortured, and raped 11 women, mostly sex workers and drug addicts, in Highland Park and Detroit, Michigan, during a period of 9 months between December 1991 and August 1992. Benjamin Thomas Atkins was born on August 26, 1968, in Detroit, the younger of 2 sons. I mean, I'm not going to go through all this stuff. We'll go over this later, but I just wanted to let you know that we were approved and we'll be funding this one. Okay, and the way that happens is on this channel. You guys, do the I do the shows. You guys support the channel, and then from the income from the channel, I go ahead and send in a large chunk of money at the end of the month to the various charities out there. But we've been last month we built up a really nice. I think we're at 22,000, but I think 6 or so of that's just been used again. So we put 3 in last month. I'll probably put anything. The rest of this month will go straight back into the DNA fund because we have 2 more. We have 7 total in the works, which is crazy, right? All right. So there's that. Let's see. Was he in Monterey at the same time? Well, I would think so. He's the killer, Blaze. He's the serial killer. They already know he's the serial killer. He was convicted of her murder. They just didn't know what her name was. They probably were able to... I mean, don't you think it's kind of obvious? I mean, they put all the pieces together. Probably even his DNA probably matched. They just didn't have forensic genealogy back then. And now they're going to, to identify her. And now they, obviously the DNA is probably matched across cases and so forth. And I don't really understand the comment, to be honest. Let's see. All right, so we got that one, and what we're going to do later is we're going to do a full show on the Debbie Collier case and put all the notes. See how we got this little new note section here? And if there's a page 2, go like this, and then then you can remove it, go back to the page 1 and 2. They look the same now because I just copied one over to the other one. All right. So that's what we'll be doing later. We'll fill in the notes. As we'll go through it again, fill in the notes, and then we'll have you guys can call in and say what your theory is. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing later. Now, this might not be that long of a show here. LSU student who was gunned down. Remember the girl that was stopped at the train as it was passing by? LSU student who was gunned down on her way home from a night out was likely killed in random attack, DA says, as he is grilled about rumors murder may have been part of a gang initiation. Prosecutors believe a Louisiana State University student gunned down in, they must have left out the word car there, was gunned down in her car, was murdered at random. So that's what I was talking about. Was, man, if that's random, that's going to be a hard one to solve, because then it's probably a gang. And I guess the rumors up here, it says, rumors are currently swirling online and within the Baton Rouge community that the 21-year-old's death was part of a gang initiation. I mean, that's just pure rumor, you know. Baton Rouge District Attorney Hiller Moore said in a recent review with WBRZ that the motive for Allison's riot shooting, which occurred on September 16th while the LSU student was sitting in her car at a railroad crossing, is still a mystery. And there he is right there.
Good evening. First at 6 o'clock, Baton Rouge police acknowledged for the first time today they believe the murder of an LSU student on Government Street was a random act. It has been 4 days since Allie Rice was killed, and there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes to bring her killer or killers to justice. The investigative unit first to break that the feds have joined this investigation. Here is Chris Nakamoto.
Michael, Sylvia, investigators have been tight-lipped since 21-year-old Allie Rice was killed Friday. Tonight we've learned there's an all-hands-on-deck approach that's happening behind the scenes to find out who did this to a beloved college student.
A teddy bear, a balloon blowing in the wind, and flowers on the ground. A somber reminder of what happened here less than a week ago.
Yeah, right there.
Those items are now an impromptu memorial for 21-year-old Allie Rice near the spot where she was killed. Investigators say Rice left a bar on Government and was stopped at the railroad tracks a few blocks away when someone opened fire on her. She died at the scene from multiple gunshot wounds.
There are a lot of people that are speculating that this was some sort of gang initiation. What do you say to that?
Again, it's way too early to tell. We never want to get out in front of the evidence and the facts of the case. Surely that's not anything that's jumping out to me as a person that has done this for years. This appears to be a totally isolated, random type act.
District Attorney Hiller Moore says what the public doesn't know is all the work going on behind the scenes to find her killer.
Everything that can possibly be done is being done by every agency, regardless of the initials behind their name, whether that's state police, DEA, ATF, FBI, you name it. Everybody is working, and they're working this matter expeditiously as we speak.
Witnesses told WBRZ the day of the murder, the sound was one they'll never forget.
I heard the train, but I didn't pay no mind to the train. I was paying to the gunshot fire.
She was so sweet and good.
The grief tough to bear for Rice's family, trying to make sense out of the senseless.
Just hope that somebody speaks up, somebody that knows something, somebody that was here in this area. Please, if you've seen anything, call the police department, call Crime Stoppers, call somebody, tell somebody, call me.
As investigators continue working feverishly to find her killer, those close to the investigation had a word of caution for the public.
Every man and woman that's assigned in any type of way to this case and these types of cases, or any type of intelligence types of units, they're working their tails off day and night. They're trying to get any information that they can. And in addition to that, there's also all types of other rumors. I mean, everyone's phone is ringing off the hook, as you can expect, of different things that people are saying occurred, or what they think happened. And I would just caution everybody not to go there at this point. Let's let the facts develop and let the police do their job. They're working their ass off right now, and this one is personal.
Moore says every witness who called Baton Rouge police has been talked to, but no one has been able to provide any information so far that can lead to an arrest. Meanwhile, a lack of cameras in the area where Rice was killed is also complicating the situation. Michael?
Chris, thank you.
A second. Yeah. All right. Well, what Zozo sent me was something about Delphi, like a helicopter came out there yesterday. We already went over that actually on the show, and that also said that maybe Doug Carter went out there. That could just be that he's just observing what they're doing. You know, like that's what I was saying yesterday, that they're observing. He's there to see, you know, what the progress is and what they're doing to find whatever the hell they're looking for. Okay. So I don't know, you know, if it's what to make of the whole thing. It's just kind of really ambiguous, and it's not really factual. It's just somebody, you know, making a community post somewhere. I'd like to see an article that mentioned it or something like that. But I think a couple days ago I mentioned that Doug Carter went out there, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't even remember now. But yeah, so this just doesn't seem like it's going to be...
Allie's father, Paul Rice, joins me now.
Yeah, there we go.
And then the doorbell ringing. You know, cops have showed up in the middle of the night before for various reasons, you know, things going on in the neighborhood and all. But when they asked, "Are you Allison's father? Can we come in, please?" You know, you knew at that point that it was going to be something terrible. I never could have imagined that the news would have been what it was.
Paul, I'm so sorry. And your daughter was absolutely lovely. And I can't imagine what your family's going through right now. And she has 2 brothers and other step siblings that are all obviously heartbroken. What does your gut tell you about what happened that night in her car?
Yeah, she had missed the Michigan Doe.
The only thing that I can really think at this point is it's a bad case of wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
You know, she's not anyone that had...
Might not ever get solved. There's no cameras or anything, unless somebody snitches, which hardly ever happens. Yeah.
Enemies. We don't think that she was being stalked or followed.
It's just another sign of the troubled times that we're in right now, with absolutely ludicrous law enforcement coverage. It's not their fault. You got the defund the police morons out there, all the people who are, let's defund the police. Let's reimagine the police department. How about you reimagine your freaking brain, you idiot? Okay? We need to get more police around. I'm going to keep saying this like as many times as I want to. We need more police. And, you know, we got to let them do what they got to do, okay? Because this is a freaking nightmare. It's turning into the Walking Dead scenario, you know? Give them better training, pay them more, maybe get higher, you know, like even better people in there. There's really great people in there now, but I'm just saying, you know, if you paid like more money, it might attract some, you know, other people in there too, right? And so we just need more police officers. We need them to, you know, train them better, but also allow them to do what they need to do, okay? The shit that's going on right now is so idiotic and embarrassing, all right? One thing I thought was kind of cool, has nothing really to do with that, but in Portland they have all these people camping on the sidewalks. You know, they just live there now, and now the... disabled people filed a lawsuit against the city. It's pretty clever because they can't get down the sidewalks because they're tents with people on them. We are just in such a bad place right now, you guys. Now, you might not see it with your own eyes because you live out in the suburbs in your house somewhere, but if you just go downtown for 5 minutes in probably any city, and it doesn't mean you don't still have a good job, and it doesn't mean you have this. It just means it's absolutely trash, you know, this society. Sick, really. So, there you go. We need more police officers, thousands and thousands and thousands of them, because without a civil society where everybody feels protected, you don't even have a society at all. It's ridiculous. You turn into a third world pile of crap country, and that's sort of what we're starting to look like in some of the downtown streets. It's just ludicrous. It's embarrassing as hell. All right? Okay. So even though this is a different show, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, this channel, I do 3-4 hour shows every single day. I don't, there's no ad revenue on the channel. So the entire revenue is based on your generosity, and that's it, right? And then from that income is where I try to give over at least 50% of the net revenue to charities at the end of the month. But without your guys' support, this won't be happening. Okay, that's how it works. All right, so this story sucks, and it's just really because we're out of control.
History of this type of activity, and unfortunately, she got herself caught in it.
What if the police told you, Paul, just listening to Mike's report, 55%, so almost half of the murders go unsolved, which I'm sure you don't want to be in that half. I'm sure you are searching for answers. So what are they telling you about this investigation?
I mean,
as a train drove by. What a joke.
I do have friends that work within the police department and within the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office. Friends, incredible sources that are telling me, these guys truly are working around the clock right now on this. This is being taken very seriously. This is information I wouldn't have received from these people had it not been true. But despite that, all indications right now are there are no leads. They really don't have an explanation at this point. They're trying to find some type of video footage, some kind of surveillance. They're going further back down the road to, maybe check those cameras, see if someone was following her, seeing if they can see, maybe people walking in the area or something that could have been involved in this. But as of now, that particular stretch of town, they don't have the surveillance that's necessary.
Jeez. Brutal.
So, you wait and you wait for news and information to come from them, and you say that now you're planning her funeral, right?
Yes, that's something that as a parent, I should never have to plan a funeral for my child. My mother should not have to be involved in a funeral for her grandchild. This is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
Well, Paul, thank you for being with us. I know there are a lot of families in all different circumstances across this country, too many, that have found themselves in your shoes. There's a lot of reckless crime that is going on around the country, and but for you, it's all about your daughter and your experience and your heartbreak. And we really pray for you and your family that you'll get some kind of answers about what happened to her, and just that you'll be supported in this really tough time. Thank you for talking with us, Paul.
Thank you, Martha.
For your comments to me earlier.
Yeah, it's a total nightmare is what it is. Let's see. All right. So this is two 16-year-olds were found dead. I don't know if that's the one. It's not two 16-year-olds. Two 16-year-olds were found dead in the woods, and now a pair of teenagers face. So it's really a 14 and a 17-year-old. I think they got this backwards right here. Look, this is weird. Or is this something totally different? Hold on a second. I'm confused now. No, it almost sounds pretty similar. I thought somebody sent me this and said it was about that other case, so I thought I'd do an update, but look how weird that is. This is a different case, I think. But look at that. Ages 14 and 17 are the killers, and then the two 16-year-olds were the ones found dead in the woods. I'll take a look at this one later and see. Wow, that's pretty weird. I mean, that is crazy. That almost sounds exactly like that other case, doesn't it? That's why I put their names in the title, because that's what the message said. But now it doesn't seem like it. It's weird. I thought, like, look at that. 14 and 17. And then I thought, okay, maybe there's two 16-year-olds. I didn't really have time to look at it. I was just going to quickly go over it, but that doesn't look like it's the same one. So forget that. The main one I wanted to go over right here is this right here. So, you got all these wacko YouTube channels out there that sit there and all they do is keep going over, hey, is that Jagger? Is that Jagger? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like I'm going to tell you this right now. The one Zav out there, she is opening herself up to lawsuits. She is really irresponsible, embarrassing actually, watching the content being spewed out on that channel, bringing up every single person's name, and who cares what they're, you have no right to be talking about them. They are minors, they are people that were just at a party, and every time you bring them up, you're trying to pretend that. And they always go, oh, we're not accusing them of anything. Let me just show you how this works. We're not accusing them of anything, but whoa, look at that dodgy look they're giving. Why are they standing there? How come that guy's car's got a scratch on it? He needs to explain why he's got a scratch. Who the hell are you? Who in the hell are you? Right? I think it's just disgusting. You guys, but you know what? You get rewarded for trash like that. Okay, so anyways, Kylie Rodney, on and off again, has provided an alibi to cops, but is still receiving vicious death threats. And guess why he's receiving those? It's because of people like Zav and all the other morons out there who continually keep pushing the narrative that maybe, Here's the thing, is even if one of these kids has something to do with something, it's irresponsible to do what they're doing. Okay? Because you have no information, no evidence whatsoever. There's nothing pointing to anything. And you're still talking about them every single day, working up people's minds. And we all know how people work, right? They go off in their brains and they start, oh my God, it's this guy and it's that guy because somebody else said so. All right? So anyways, I guarantee it, there'll be videos miraculously disappearing at some point here. After the ad revenue was all made from the thousands of idiots that watch those videos, okay? The 16-year-old disappeared after an end-of-school party in Truckee, California, and was found almost 2 weeks later in her submerged car in Prosser Reservoir. So there's Jagger. That was her on-again, off-again boyfriend. Like they probably break up. And then as soon as he came into town, they'd see each other. And that kind of thing. All right. Web sleuths. Yeah, that's what you call them. Web sleuths. You call them web morons, okay? Because that's what they are. Have been circulating rumors of foul play for weeks since her death. And that's right there. That is true. Circulating rumors is the same thing as when you say, we're just speculating, we're just speculating on it. There's nothing pointing to anything. Like, for example, last night we're covering Collier's case, and there's things, factual pieces of information that sort of point in a direction. Nobody's saying somebody did something or not, but you start going, that's interesting. There is nothing that points to any of these kids that are being talked about whatsoever, other than the imagination of a bunch of crazy people. Hey, welcome, Jen Stevens and Janai. Hey, didn't you used to come on here? Wasn't it like Janai Sotai or something like that? I don't know. I'm just, that just popped in my head. Was that me? Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of popped into my head. From a long time ago. God, it seems like years ago almost. Yeah, this is ridiculous. So Nevada County Sheriff told the U.S. Sun on Tuesday, they said, this is what the Nevada Sheriff's Office told the U.S. Sun. Early in this investigation, our detectives made contact with Jagger Westfall. After a detailed interview, he was ruled out as a person of interest. Hello? So why is it that every single day You keep doing, I mean, hell, you had graduation ceremonies. Looking at Jagger. Ooh, look at Jagger and he, oh, what's her name? You know, it's insane, okay? The only reason I'm saying his name now, you know, first of all, he was on the news, so he put himself in the news at one point, but there's nothing pointing to him. Man, I don't know, but you get rewarded for doing the crap that that she and other people are doing. It's disturbing. All right. But now I'm talking about it just as a factual. I'm not even really worked up in my mind. Like I'm not angry like I was. It's just I'm just telling you the truth here. This is just me talking, just like I was talking a minute ago about the police. You know, that we need more police officers. I'm just telling you that the state of the live true crime community, other than just a few people who try to cover cases rationally, reasonably, and do it the right way, is a total pile of shit right now, okay? It is absolutely disgusting, and everybody's doing the panel hopping, you know, trying to get on a panel. Hey, see me, everybody, even though I'm just knitting here. Maybe you can see my name and go subscribe to my channel. It's just, yeah, I've never, it makes me, I almost get sad for these people. When the show's over, I'm going, ooh, God, did you really just do that, preacher? Did you really just go up on the live stream and then leave and then go start your own live stream of the same live stream and then ask, hey, by the way, I'm streaming this too. Did you really just do that? Wow. Unbelievable. Anyway, so the Nevada County Sheriff's told the U.S. Sun on Tuesday early in the investigation our detectives made contact with Jagger Westfall. After a detailed interview, he was ruled out as a person of interest. The accusations began after the volunteer dive group, Adventurers with Purpose, who found Kylie's car using sonar technology, spoke to an unnamed witness. And again, like I said 1,000 times, Adventurers with Purpose acted extremely irresponsible after finding Kylie's body. They were absolute heroes to every single person. Then they want to get the information out. Ooh, we're so sleuthy. Hey, we talked to this guy, and he saw this guy he had this flat-billed hat. It looked just like the Jagger guy. Yeah. Oh, by the way, look at now. Here we are under the water. We're swimming around. Now, we normally don't show the body of anybody, but what we're going to do in this case, because we want to sensationalize the living shit out of this video, we are going to blur it out, but you can still make out shapes and so forth through the windows. So yeah, because it was really necessary. We felt like it was really needed to put it in there because nobody would have believed that it was actually her, even though you can't make out who it is because it's so blurry. But we thought it'd be really important to put out this blurry portion of the screen where her body was. Yeah, except there's really no reason for doing that either. Okay, so while I like that they go out, and at one time was a big fan of them, I appreciated that they would go out and find cars. They're really good at finding cars. That's what they should stick to, finding cars in the water. And if there's a person in them, great, because that means you help solve a missing person case. But other than that, just stay out of the whole thing. You guys are absolutely embarrassing now. I've lost complete respect. I don't even feel anywhere near the same. Okay, now if you go out and find cars again with people in it, great. I'll applaud you for doing that. But if you keep doing this stuff that you're doing right now, I know you get a lot more, super chats and stuff like that, but it is sick. Okay, and it's weird. I can't. Here's what I don't like was when people go, "I don't agree, Gray." Well, what don't you agree with? Okay, this isn't one of those things where it's like if you disagree with what I'm saying here, it's not reasonable. There isn't any reasonableness to it. I mean, because they brought up let's say that tow truck driver, whatever the hell that guy was, roadside service person, is an actual person that could help solve a case. Why in the hell are you talking about it on a video when that's something law enforcement should be doing? And if you can give me any explanation at all why the blurry image of her body in the back of that car should have been filmed, let me know. Because there is no good reason whatsoever. We had already known that it was her body. Law enforcement said, yes, that was it. It was her body, that's her vehicle, and, that's her. Okay? So they didn't need to come out and make a video that had this little blurry portion on there. Give me an explanation. Anybody out there that's a big fan, tell me an explanation. Give me one explanation. And here's, I'll tell you the truth here. So right before they went searching there, I said, hey, do you want to come on my show? And they go, yeah, that'd be cool. We got a lot of stuff we're doing. We'll do it. And as soon as they pulled this garbage, I rescinded that. And here's the truth. They wouldn't want to come on my show. Okay, because I would ask about those things right there. I would literally have said, see, all these people are like, he coming on my show, I get a lot of subs for it. I would just say, and let me ask you something though. What was the point of you showing the blurred portion of her body in the back of that vehicle? I wonder what their answer would be. They wouldn't have one, okay? And then I'd say, yeah, and also, why didn't you let law enforcement investigate that lead you had instead of bringing that out and showing everybody else that information? Don't you think that affected what do you think this is doing to law enforcement's perception of you at this point? Are they going to want to work with you in any sort of capacity or depth after this? Yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah. Yeah, so that is the reality, and you guys can all go over there and start kissing butt again and be these, AWP worshipers and whatnot. I think it's great when they find cars with people in them, but their behavior during this case sort of showed a whole different side and probably who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, Ange Tech Son. I'm not at all. I think they're a pile of shit at this point. Okay? Yeah. All right, so let's do, where is it one? You're a big supporter. Yeah, and I had to sign up to be a member so I could watch the freaking video. Okay? I mean, isn't that just a little weird too? Like, it's so important, everybody. But here's what you need to do. You need to pay some money, and then you get to... Yeah. Yeah, I did read what you typed. You said, I'm an AWP fan and supporter. They screwed up. Yeah, great. Wow, yippee. That's not really... There's a lot more to it than that, okay? That's just really making it simplified. And so let me get back to the... I didn't feel... reading the whole thing was sort of embarrassing. I didn't want to do it. It's just... let me go down here. Let's see. So the accusations began after the volunteer dive group Adventures with Purpose, who found Kylie's car using sonar technology, spoke to an unnamed witness. The man claimed in a YouTube video to have helped Kylie with the vehicle and described her being with a teen who fitted Jagger's description after he appeared on the local news. He alleged he couldn't remember what day he helped the couple, but claimed it may have been the morning. You don't remember what day it is, but maybe it's that morning. The witness did not disclose what company he provided roadside assistance for, and his claims have never been verified, with no CCTV or other witnesses coming forward. The U.S. Sun can now confirm Jagger 18 has voluntarily spoken with law enforcement and provided proof of his movements during the time Kylie disappeared. There you go. I mean, why does he even have to do all this for the public? It's ridiculous. Yeah, I did. No, I did, Ange Tech Son. I sent him a message. I said, hey, I'm taking back my offer, for you guys to come on my show. You guys, just all their behavior going on, all those idiotic shows with the panels and everything. And those people don't challenge them on anything that they're saying, and they just let them say whatever the hell they want. Man, how can you support shit like that? Man, sick. A source exclusive said Jagger was in Napa Valley until 8 a.m. on Saturday. He didn't get back to Truckee until noon and then joined the search to look for Kylie. Okay. He was misquoted in an article saying he was at the party with Kylie. He was never there. He now doesn't want to talk publicly. He has proof of him not being in the area and has spoken with police and the FBI and given them the information. Jagger has time and location stamps the night of the party and into the next day. The police are not interested in him. He is not a part of the investigation.
Open your email.
The insider added that Jagger doesn't understand the hate and has to limit comments on social media as he continues. Yeah, because here's what happens. He makes any kind of comment. He goes on there and goes, "What's up, dog? What's up?" And then idiots like Zav would go, "Wait, did you hear that? He said, 'What's up, dog?' Do you think maybe he's a sociopath and he killed a dog and buried it in a hole? Hey, everybody, get out those videos again. You know, I was just sleeping. Let me wake up. Let me just wait. I just woke up in the morning and I just had these thoughts. Now, I think if I take out this video again and we look around, we might find a pile of dirt. Has anybody thought of digging that up and maybe seeing a dog in there?" Well, no, he was actually just saying, "What's up, dog?" You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything to do with that. You get what I'm saying? Okay. That's just unreal, you guys. I mean, have you ever seen anybody make 4 videos a day on any case that has no information at all? Pretty scary. Pretty scary. The insider added that Jagger doesn't understand the hate and has to limit comments on social media. It's a lot for him to deal with as a young teen. Everyone close to him knows he wasn't involved and he's trying to laugh it off, but it's tough as he's also grieving, they said. He gets direct messages, comments, and tags, texts and calls and emails all the time, accusations, death threats, and people telling him to kill himself about everything you can think of. The source says Kylie and Jagger had split some time ago but remained close and still regularly went on dates in the weeks leading up to her tragic disappearance on August 6th. Countless YouTubers have speculated about her death, and even the dive group used the little "How We Found Kylie Rodney Murder or Accident" as they also weighed in on the rumors. See? Just disgusting. There are also dozens of tweets and social media messages insinuating Jagger may have been involved. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, when you're doing a show and you pretend that we're just speculating, we're not accusing anybody. No, but you're insinuating their involvement by your continuing speculation over and over and over again. Yet he seems to always get, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, man. I don't know what the deal is over there. I'm just reading some of you guys' comments. Spending 6 hours on an 8-minute clip, directing it and shredding it, just no go for me. Yeah, I don't know. Jagger, let's see. There are also dozens of tweets on social media messages insinuating Jagger may have been involved and claiming he is lying about being away the night she went missing. The U.S. Sun has reached out to the Nevada County Sheriff's Office for comment. A Placer County is no longer dealing with the investigation. Jagger dedicated a post to Kylie and posted a tribute on his Instagram stories after the teen's body was found. You know, Kylie, I took this video without telling you. I knew that I needed to save the moment of holding you close at sunset. He captioned the emotional video. Let's see, what does that look like? Oh yeah, I've seen that. That was a cool one. Yeah. I'm going to live the way you would want me to live from here on out. The morning boyfriend went on. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to take care of your friends. I'm going to take care of your family, and I'm going to help anyone who needs it. Jagger also shared a harrowing message scrawled on his arm, which read, "Stay alive for me." The young teen's cause of death has not yet been confirmed. A toxicology report will also be carried out. Asked about the autopsy report, law enforcement provided a statement that read, "The sheriff's office does not have possession of records responsive to your request." Once the investigation is complete, the release will be pursuant to all privileges and exemptions that may apply. We accept the investigation review and redaction. I don't know what this is saying here. They added that the records are still, oh, this is part of that same letter. They added that the records are still available in 2 months. Still not available in 2 months. They will further advise the media of new date they may be released. So they might take even more than like 2 months to get the information. Let me see. What do we got here? Yeah, well, it is tonight, Judy. Okay. Are you an idiot that actually thinks that stuff's useful? Just curious. All right. I am going to bash anybody who puts out trash like that. I am so sick of it, you guys. I really, I'm going to just do my own shows the way I do my shows. This is an update show, and I'm going to talk about this because I want to. But later in the evening, I'm going to be doing a show on Collier, the woman from last night. That was probably one of the craziest cases ever. We'll go back through that document, get the timeline all squared away on the screen right there, and get all the notes in there that we want. And then we're going to have people call in and talk about what you think is going on. So, is anybody out there that was here last night following that case that wants to call in later? I mean, put a 1 if you think you might call in with your theory. Okay, because I need people to call in about that. Hey, thanks, Corvette Sally 1. I just want to see what you guys say. So now? Oh, and also thanks to Velvet Army for a very generous PayPal earlier. And then also LGN. Thank you. So no, none of you guys are going to call in with your theories. All right, that's awesome. So maybe no then? Yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, but this is getting out of hand. The reason I'm talking about it today is because this article out here makes it clear, okay, that they've already looked into him. And I don't know what in the hell's going on. Every time you turn around, they're talking about some other kid. Ooh, is that so-and-so? Ooh, look at that. And it's so obvious. Like, it's not Jagger in those pictures. Now, this case isn't, which case? The Collier one? Nana's? Kylie's case isn't driving me crazy at all. To me, I'm just waiting for them to come up with answers. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, this is a drama channel now, A-Loner. Yeah. You must have watched all the last 3 nights in a row. Yeah. I'm just going to say what I want. Okay, Loner? So go hang out somewhere else. You sound like a moron. Took a screenshot of law enforcement confirming. Whatever that means, a Loner. Go dive, Gray. What does that even mean? You sound like an idiot. Let's see. I took a screenshot of law enforcement confirming that Jagger has been cleared. Yeah, that was a long time ago. So, Kylie's devastated family members released a statement shortly after her remains were identified and have never commented on the rumors Jagger was involved. While we accept this sadness, cast under death's shadow, the rising sun shines light upon us, reminding us not to mourn our loss, but to celebrate Kylie's spirit and the gift that we all received in knowing her, wrote the family. Kylie will surely remain with us, even though we will not get her back. There are certain occasions when words fail. Perhaps this is why our human nature has given us art, dance, and music, which all are often more effective ways to connect to us connect to each other and our rawest emotions. Kindly excuse us as we retreat and dance privately to life's song while we celebrate our daughter's spirit and we deal with our souls. Yeah, that's just so shitty. Terrible. All right, well, there you go, everybody. There is an article. There is proof that, well, we don't get to see it, but there's quotes, unless you don't want to believe the article, that the sheriff's office had ruled him out a long time ago. And yet every day he's still being talked about. And I got to tell you, even if somehow it turns out randomly, like by some weird sneaky act that he was involved, what they're doing right now is still totally bogus because there is no information pointing to Jagger at all. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Can anybody give me anything at all? And the answer is no. Okay? The answer is no, and there's nothing pointing to anybody at this point because nobody has any information. All right. So wait, did I get that right? Is nobody going to call in later if we do the show on Collier? Who's coming? Put a 1 if you're going to call in later if we do the show and call in with your theory. Because I think that's what I want to do the show about is people call in after we put all the facts out that we are aware of on the screen. And then after we do that, when you come up with a thought, then you call in on what you think is going on based on the information. Okay. I know, it's crazy. A lot of the people that you see in the chat here watch those channels all the time and comment during the shows, not negatively, but just about, oh yeah, so what about, like you're participating. You are the people who are responsible for propagating that type of trash YouTube, okay? But there's no way to fix it because I know that that's what is interesting. It's like watching 90 Day Fiancé. I mean, what is that really about? What do you get out of 90 Day Fiancé? What's the purpose of that show? Is there anything useful that you get out of it? And the answer is no. It's purely just entertainment drama crap, and that's exactly what is going on. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the part that's frustrating is just seeing how many people like that more than actual trying to figure out what's going on in the real way. So I guess that's the part that's frustrating. All right. So what was the other thing that you sent? Zozo, you sent 2 things. I didn't get to see the other one. What was the... I mean, I don't know who this guy is, so I don't even know if he just says, I keep checking my podcast. I don't know. Well, who's he even referring to? I'm encouraged about the helicopter trip from Indy to Peru yesterday. It sounds like the helicopter went from the hangar to FBI facility and then down. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't even know who this guy is. I'd have to see that in a legitimate article. Yeah. An update on what, Judy? Yeah. So I'm going to come back on at like 5:30 and we're going to do the well, here, I'm going to spin for the people who from yesterday and this show. Very few people contributed on this show, but we'll still do a spin anyway for the including yesterday. So hold on. We're going to do a free cart mug with a sketch here. So hold on. sure what happened to the edges. Hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go. So there we go. This is going to be for the free cart mug with a sketch, and then we'll clear the boards. Those are the updates. That one article I thought, when they sent it to me, was about the other case, but it's not, so I don't want to get into that. Why not? He probably never been to her house before, Zoza. They just met, right? So maybe it was like, here's my location, come pick me up. Makes sense to me. They didn't live in the same place. They lived like 5 miles away. Alright, here we go. You might have just met her and said, hey, I'll send you my location. Here it is, everybody! Shelly Ann wins the free cart mug with a sketch. Alright, you guys, thank you very much for being here. We'll see you guys later. As I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. And let's all be better, everybody. Whew, wow. Uh-oh, it broke off. I wonder why it does that. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person. It's almost like the drives are going to sleep and then they kick back. Crime dissector, flag rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gragel's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temple fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. All right. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to it. But also on this show, thank you to Eugenie, Will Good, Candalee Woodward Stone, Freebird Forever, Corvette Sally 1, and Corvette Sally 1. And then also welcome to Jen Stevens and Janai. I don't know if that was the Janai Sotai from before, but thank you guys very much. We'll see you guys probably in, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, right? And then we'll go back. We're just only going to talk about the Collier case. And also what I mentioned earlier that none of you saw, we'll just have to do it later, Mary. Sorry. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Michigan Doe case was approved by the Sheriff's Department of wherever this took place, and we're going to be we're funding the identification of a Jane Doe, a black girl, I don't know how, I think she was pretty young, black woman or like teen, that was killed by a serial killer. Okay, he's already been arrested for killing 11 people, and she was one of them. They just never could identify her. So we'll be attempting to give her name back. All right? So there you go. That is what we're doing. Bye-bye.